A portion of this video is brought to you by Sheath Underwear. For more information about Sheath Underwear, visit the link in the description or wait till the end of this video to hear more from me. I'm going to continue saying it until the cows come home. I don't really know what that means. Didn't grow up on a farm, so I don't know. Apparently they leave for a season and then come home. Stop electing stupid people to high office. Stop. The Republican Party is especially bad at this. I mean, just it is historic, the number of dum-dums that just fill the halls of power of the United States of America. And along with that, it's not just stupidity based on a lack of ability to learn. It's just a refusal to learn, a refusal to have any even less than fulsome understanding of the history of the United States and even just how years work and how time works. Representative Luna, Anna Paulina Luna, I believe she's a congresswoman from Florida, is apparently involved in a committee in such an authoritative role, a leadership role in the committee, that she did a press conference yesterday talking about investigating the assassination of JFK after Donald Trump just declassified a bunch of materials. And they're going to get to the bottom of this. You know, the assassination that took place in November of 1963. My mother was a child when this took place. It was a long time ago, right? So I want you to listen to this clip and just listen on its face. And if you're somebody, this is not you, but if someone is out there who doesn't understand the nuances of our history, the times, how long ago things were, they might think, wow, she's really getting to the bottom of this. If you're a Republican, you just don't know history, you don't know the details at play here, you would think, oh, she's really doing some stand-up work there as a congresswoman, really getting to the bottom of some issues that people have a lot of questions about. It is until you just scratch the surface that you realize she doesn't know what the hell she's talking about. She's absolutely bereft of understanding of our American history and even just basic how time works. So here is the clip of them investigating the assassination of John F. Kennedy. And we're going to go from there. Stick around. There's some, we've got visual aids.
What sort of witnesses will you expect to have at your hearings? I know you said the first one's in March. Would that be department heads, former employees of various agencies?
Would you like to jump in?
Yeah, I was going to say, based on what we're actually looking to do with the JFK investigation, I'm looking to actually bring in some of the attending physicians at the initial assassination, and then also people that had been on the various commissions looking into, like the Warren Commission looking into the initial assassinations. There's been conflicting evidence, and I think that even the FBI at the time reported some anomalies in the initial autopsy at Bethesda, Maryland. All of those, though, seem to have been rinsed and repeated in the media to push a certain narrative that we don't agree with.
Before I move on here with the visual aid element of this, shouldn't we expect our members of Congress to do just a modicum of due diligence, even if it means just going to a fucking Wikipedia page to learn about the thing that they're attempting to investigate, to get to the bottom of, as she talks about the rinse and repeat of the media and blah, blah, blah. In 1964, here's a letter kind of disbanding and ending the Warren Commission. Again, 1964, I'm 50. My mom was a kid in 1964. September 24th, 1964, this is, Dear Mr. President, your commission to investigate the assassination of President Kennedy on November 22nd, 1963, having completed its assignment in accordance with the Executive Order 11130 of November 29, 1963, herewith submits its final report, right? So she wants to invite the members who signed on to this letter, who included, luminaries, former Supreme Court justices and future presidents of the United States, like Gerald Ford. Here it is, the members of the Warren Commission, right here. Yeah, look at this, right? Notable that all the photos are black and white, right? Quite notable. The problem with her wanting to invite the members of the Warren Commission is that they are, what's the music from the groundhog who turns around surprised, dun dun dun. Yeah, they're dead. And it's not like they just died. These are the years that they died. Earl Warren died the year I was born, 50 years ago, in 1974. Richard Russell, he died in 1971. John Sherman Cooper died in 1991. I was still in high school. Hale Boggs died in 1972. His death precedes my birth. Gerald Ford, actually the winner here, he stayed alive until 2006. Pretty good. Alan Dulles of Dulles Airport fame, I think he was a CIA director, 1969. And of course, John McCloy, he made it to 1989. So if Anna Paulina Luna wants to subpoena these individuals, compel their testimony before her committee to get to the bottom of the thing they already got to the bottom of, she will be, this is a great one. We'll put this on screen. These are the ages if they were to be brought in to the committee. I mean, they'd have to sift through caskets. I don't know if any of them are interred or cremated, but she would be inviting to the committee to testify 133-year-old Earl Warren. I mean, the youngest of which would be Hale Boggs and Gerald Ford at 110 and 111 if she was to do this. So again, look, I think it's important that we keep banging the drum that Republicans are just stupid. They are the ones who want to curtail the education of children. They want to do away with the Department of Education, and yet want to bring in the members of the Warren Commission who are rapidly approaching 140 years old each. You can't rely upon the Republican Party to be anything other than attention-seeking clout chasers, because that's what this is. There is zero legislative intent behind whatever oversight they think that they are endeavoring. It's just a play for attention. And even when she's like, "Do you want to speak to this?" He's like, "No, you go ahead. I don't want to end up in a video on YouTube." Because this is stupid, and you are stupid, Anna Paulina Luna, or Paulina Anna Luna, or whatever your name is, you hypocrite, bootlicking coward. Republicans need to get their shit together and actually govern and take charge of the mandate that was given them by the American people they keep talking about, which did not happen. One of the slimmest elections in the history of our country. And people saw fit to put Republicans in power by a slim margin, but it wasn't for this. It was because eggs were spendy, and now they're like 20% more expensive than when Donald Trump took office, and gas is on the rise. And the things that Donald Trump promised he would do on day one, he has not done, and he is not even setting his attention to the things he promised, other than mass deportation and just absolutely breaking the government and ignoring the Constitution, apparently following through on his idea about terminating said document. Anyway, what do you think? Comment below. I'd love to hear from you. You can also call the voicemail line 714-576-4054. And of course, as always, you can email me daily at dollemore.com. Follow me on social media. I'm at Dollemore just about everywhere. Not active on the Nazi Twitter, but everywhere else at Dollemore. Love to see you there. I'll see you next time. Be genuine. Stay alive. Don't be 133 trying to go to committees. Take care of one another. I talk nearly every day about how divided we are as a country and the havoc that this division wreaks. But not all divisions are bad, right? As a mathematical concept, for instance, division allows you to split things into equal parts, allowing for equal shares. Division of labor has, for thousands of years, allowed humans to evolve their efficiency and specialization when working on certain tasks. And you can ask any kid to tell you that dinner is far better when the meat is divided from the veg. And what's more annoying than when you're sitting at a cramped table or out in the humid weather than having your meat smashed into your two veg? Is the meat and veg metaphor working here? It's time to divide and conquer with Sheath. Sheath makes the most comfortable boxer briefs I have ever worn. Regular boxers are just too loose and bunchy and not great. And briefs are just a smush fest. Sheath are the solution. Head to sheath.com and use promo code Dollemore to score 20% off and upgrade to the most comfortable underwear you'll ever wear. I'm wearing a pair right now, and indeed, that may be all I'm wearing under the desk here. But really, sheaths are the only underwear I wear. Absolutely fact. Their testicular tech features dual pouches to keep your mane apart from your sides. More dinner metaphors. Note, if you're not into the division for some reason, you don't have to use the dual pouches at all. Just throw your sheaths on like regular pair of underwear and you're good to go. Also, Sheath's stretchy fabric is super soft and made with moisture-wicking technology to keep your president and his cabinet cool and comfortable throughout the rigors of the day. I love my sheaths all the time, but they are particularly clutch in the sticky heat of DC summers, which is basically like 9 months out of the year. They were invented by a U.S. Army veteran while serving a tour in Iraq. The idea for Sheath came from discomfort in harsh environments. As a former Marine stationed in that part of the world, I get the inspiration. The airflow meshes are my personal favorite, but Sheath has tons of excellent styles and designs. Pick a pair and Sheath will hand them to your doorstep nearly instantly thanks to blindingly fast shipping and amazing customer service. Also, Sheath supports multiple charities like Socks for Soldiers and Doctors Without Borders. So with your purchase, you're making the world a better place too. Upgrade your undergarments, score 20% off right now when you head to sheath.com and use code Dollemore. Divide and conquer your discomfort with Sheath underwear.